Welcome along to the Monaco Grand Prix. HUE is back after the mid-season break, and HUE goes racing in the Principality for the second time. And welcome to qualifying. This time I'm not alone. I am once again joined by Sudjuche for, he's a bit sick I think, but I think he should be doing fine. Hello.
Hello guys, I'm back I guess from Monza. Yeah, my voice is a bit, I guess, not on the bright side, but I've been worse. Let's look at Corey now.
Yeah,
you can see Gyros on making a great lap.
Yeah,
but I don't think this will be the best one.
Sub 28 are quite incredible, and Matt immediately on the first lap does get it with a 27.95, and he's ahead of Cato. I was racing in practice a little bit. My biggest achievement was beating Guillermo, and yeah, I didn't manage to get a 27, but Laguno looked incredibly fast once he joined.
Oh, Fede joined.
Now Fede managed to join the lobby. He had some problems earlier. He will start from the back, but maybe he'll still get some points for Williams too. Stig is now called F1 fan again, so everything back to unison.
Laguno with a great lap. Yeah, again, both of the Spanish drivers will be 1-2. Interesting. And Matt is returning today.
That's true.
Third currently.
Guillermo
with a great lap.
Before we talk about Matt, we should just say that he's back for the first time since, I think, Belgium last season. Not sure if he was still racing at Singapore, but I don't think so.
Laguno with an incredible lap now. 27.5. Wow. I'm not sure what the record was, but I think it was something of the sort of 27.3. So getting close to the world record is something.
I'm not sure if I ever managed to get a 28 around here, but they are pushing it, and Laguno just kicking the can a lot further down the road, and he's 3/10 ahead, way into the 27s ahead of Guillermo.
He makes a new fastest. That's something. Do you have any predictions for this race?
Well, I don't know. Laguno looks very mighty, even mightier than I might have thought. Matt was also pretty quick so far. Now he's back in the Maserati one time, back in the team that he almost won at Singapore in the first season. Krasnet, of course, championship leader, and it's hugely competitive. But I would say Laguno.
I'm saying Krasnet. He has one of the, I think, has a better pace here in Monaco, but looking at Laguno's current results, there will be a big challenge, I think. The top 4 currently are looking incredible. With Alonso, I think he raced in AMRL.
Yeah, he was doing pretty well. He was doing pretty fine in practice, and now Laguno goes across the line. Doesn't improve his time anymore. Not sure if that was possible. Alonso goes into the front row with the same time as Guillermo, though I think Guillermo will still get P2 because of that. Krasnet then in first of the Aston Martins, or of course, second of the Aston Martins or Etrurias, those who are fighting for the title.
Yeah, this is certainly not good news for Piggy.
Right, so it is Laguno on pole position, with Guillermo taking second spot for Etruria Racing Team, first of the championship protagonists in the season so far. Alonso 33 is looking very strong this weekend so far. Krasnet, the championship leader, attacking from P4 in the race, with Matt rejoining the league and immediately getting into the top 5. Then Seb, second in the championship with a 28.02, ahead of F1 fan, who needs to step up his game a little bit in the second half. Majumdar is racing. Is it his first race here for the 101st in UMRL? I'm not sure. Then Frimpong takes 9th for Leviosa Sports Art, and Gyrosan is in P10. Toaster 64 starts in 11th. Cato is in P12. Nicholas is just outside the current top 12 for one time, and once again, it's not been a good qualifying for MP Motorsport. Malik is only 14th, and their star driver Piggy
starts last of those who qualified. Only Fede will be behind him. But have you ever thought that that's what you're gonna see at Monaco in Season 3? Let's see which other surprises the race is gonna have in store.
Hello and welcome. We are at the starting grid of the Monaco Grand Prix. This is round 6 of UMRO. We see Guillermo and Laguno lining up in the front two. And lights out and away we go. Into the first turn, seeing a lot of drivers have chosen hards or medium tires. Well, not so much have chosen softs. Big drama from 5th to 10th. This will be a big massacre in my opinion, but it will certainly be interesting. Laguno trying to get away currently with Guillermo on his back, not fighting, I see, which is quite a smart move in my opinion, but a lot of chaos in the back. Big hits. Piggy starting from far back. Will we see an incredible comeback from last to first? But this is kind of impossible on this track, at least in my opinion.
I'm not sure Piggy last time out got caught up in the midfield more than Cato was. It's not been the best start of Alonso, 33, but now he's still fighting with Seb for 4th position, and now he's barging him out of the way a little bit at Raskas, but he gets just squeezed into the wall himself then. And it's also been a good first few laps for Matt and Nicholas, the two one-times, who are now fighting at the top as Cato goes around the outside of Nicholas though, and takes 7th position for now.
Alonso and Cato fighting, a bit of a touch-up there, but nothing too major, I think. I think that will cause penalties. Now Sip and Matt are fighting. I don't see why they are fighting, but it certainly doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Matt has returned back onto the most dangerous track of all. I guess he's dirty driving, or at least the driver he was before. Let's hope it's not the same as it is now.
Yeah, there should be a huge fight for 6th position at the moment. Alonso can't quite keep up with the front of the field as it looks. Then Nicholas and Cato just get yeeted out of the way. Majumdar and also Frimpong is in here. The only LSA, Brolix, is now the 2nd driver of their permanent lineup. But now we almost go 3 wide through Massenet. And Nicholas still keeps it ahead of Alonso now, who now slips through, and Cato is also kind of barged out of the way in that very tight first sector. And here you can see what happens if you have many cars on just a small bit of tarmac.
What am I... Wow, my head is really scrambled at the moment. Matt should be a better driver by now. Much cleaner, that's what I was trying to say, not to frame him or anything like... Oh, not say anything bad about him. Yeah, he's moved up into 4th, chasing Guillermo now, who had a great start with Laguno in the lead and him behind him. But now he's making quite a lot of mistakes, and Matt is catching up. Certainly a good return, I think. Krusenet in 2nd.
Yeah, the two Spaniards.
Leading again.
The Spaniards look unbelievable. Laguno just had a 2-second gap. Now it's back to 2.5. Then Krasnod also just silently doing his work here. And if he was leading, we would say the same about him. He's had also an incredible first few laps. Then Guillermo in P3. Matt now being chased by the 2nd Etruria of Seb, who's 2nd in the Drivers' Championship.
Our predictions might come true, to be honest. Either the Prost or Laguno will win it, so there's still a lot to come, but Laguno's pace is certainly something out of this world at the moment. He's almost 3 seconds in front of Krusenet with only 8 laps into this race. Yeah, 3.08. Yeah, that's a pretty good lead. Guillermo making up for his mistakes and now chasing Krusenet. I'm gonna have to Google the names of the corners, which might be a bad idea.
So then, as they go through Mirabeau, as it's called, the huge pack with Nicholas, already does have a big gap to the front. And also Piggy is still in there in P10. Just, I think it's 4 points for P10. I don't have it right here. But yeah, the first people are going into the pit lane, and Matt goes for an aggressive undercut as does Krasnet, who's in P1. Let's see if he can stand a chance against Laguno, who's out there at the front on the soft. And I don't want to take any excitement away because Krasnet's incredible, but what can stop Laguno if he's not messing up the start? I don't know. Now he's in the pit lane. Guillermo is just coming out, and we are maybe going wheel to wheel up the hill, but no, we're not. It's Guillermo ahead, but Krasnet, not Krasnet, Laguno immediately trying to pass him round the outside in that double right-hander, and he's done it just with a lot more grip.
Yeah, Guillermo certainly is losing a lot of time on those hards, but Laguno is making up a whole lot of time on those softs. He will be back in the lead in no time, if nothing goes wrong at least. Let's hope I didn't give him the commentator's curse, but to one of the tightest sections on the track, Laguno coming in, and Matt 5th currently, has pitted, which will put him quite far up, maybe even get him 3rd position this race. Quite
might also be might be a bit of teamwork by Etruria, because Guillermo, of course, because Seb, of course, is catching up just a little bit, but also Seb is yet to pit, so I'm not so sure about that. Both of the Etrurias rather holding up the Spaniards at the front here. Matt is really rapid as well.
But Laguno goes through again, throwing again on the double right-hander. So yeah, quite an overtake from him. Maybe that's the spot he wants to overtake on. But Guillermo hasn't pitted. That will certainly lose him at around 5 seconds or something like that. Laguno is with an amazing pace going forward. Not big mistake here by the Spaniards, but it doesn't seem to affect him that much. Krasnet now passing Seb and heading for Guillermo. Oh, big mistake again here from the other Spaniard. Let's see what's happening in the back now. Piggy advancing into P6 with Kado on his back, with Mahomda and Alonso fighting. Alonso with a great query, but certainly a poor execution in the race, at least for now. He really has to do something to improve.
Here are the two champions now carving their way through the field. The 101st are not having the best time right now, but let's see if we are going to see a battle between the Frenchman and the Briton as Kado goes around the outside and into the chicane we go, and that was quite an easy pass for him on the old hard tires. Let's see what Piggy's going to do about that. He goes for a wide entry in Raskas, maybe looking for a mistake from his opponent, but nothing he can do here. Now with Slipstream maybe around the outside, but he thinks twice and just stays behind Kado for now. Oh, and now mistake by Kado, and Piggy does the same thing that Kado did one lap earlier.
Guillermo has pitted. That cost him a lot of time. Guillermo not passed him, and he's now 3 seconds behind Matt, a driver he was chasing before that. Now Krust might be trying to catch up to Laguno, but it certainly doesn't seem like he has the pace. Laguno is just phasing off. Your prediction might come true, at least for now. Laguno is leading by a big margin, 3 seconds and a half, something like that. But
while the gaps are increasing at the front, it was still F1 fan who has been caught up behind Malik, and now Malik goes into the pit lane, but F1 fan pretty much is the only one that isn't up there, and he's also got quite a gap now already to P1 in the championship, and now he's having to deal with some traffic on the way to. I asked all of the drivers in the top 4, the 2 Aston Martins and the Etrurias, what they've been doing. Sudjuche interrupt me if there's something exciting happening. I asked them how it's going and how they feel. F1 fan said it's going bad, not how he expected, but he's not surprised. He's had problems with his phones, which makes him slow in straight lines. He also sent me some examples. Similar to Laguno. Laguno now seems to have sorted that out, by the way. Matt is pitting for a second time already on lap 19. And yeah,
fits again.
And F1 fan also thinks that Monaco would be his best chance because he likes street circuits. that also didn't quite come true for him right now, and he also said that his starts aren't the best. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's gonna do from here on out.
Yeah, certainly isn't impossible to catch up to like P5, but it's still quite the margin from mat to F1 fun. That's around 7 seconds, something like that. But it's not impossible.
Let's hope that he will.
Laguno in the lead by an incredible lot now. Guillermo holding up Prustinet, so maybe Seb can catch up, but I don't think that's the strategy. Somebody has retired, yeah, Philip. He retired a long time ago, I forgot. Guillermo, a great defense currently. Defending for his life here, it seems. Holding Prustinet up. Prustinet will go into a very risky move here, but just backs out. I don't think he's really chasing him, he's just staying behind on purpose.
It's interesting, the strategies.
What?
Because Guillermo's tires aren't that much older.
How did Frimpong get there?
Where?
Frimpong is...
He's P14 on my screen.
Yeah, what? Has he retired? Gyroson and him are out of the map somehow.
He's just going through the city. Yeah, now he's out of the race. So no LSA now left.
Going for a straw of Monaco, I guess.
Yeah, Krustin is still stuck behind Guillermo. I, of course, also asked Guillermo a few questions, how he's doing, and he said that he is happy with the points that they have established. They're quite ahead of the rest, apart from Aston Martin, and they can keep it up, hopefully. And then I also asked him how he thinks Piggy and Kato will still play a role, and all the others, like Laguno. And he said, Piggy and Laguno are always to be considered. I think Laguno would have been a title contender if he had a competitive mobile phone. And it will be difficult for Kato and Nicholas to stand out. That's a crazy call. I mean, Kato right now is ahead of Piggy. But obviously, Guillermo trusting Piggy more than Kato so far.
I don't think
makes sense.
I don't think Piggy is really training for any of the races anymore. He's a retired champion who he doesn't care anymore, I think.
That's true. Since he won, you can certainly at least see that he's not like completely up there. He's still doing fine. But yeah, also Kato hasn't won since a long time ago, so also makes sense that Guillermo thinks that it's quite equal as I think, and as you can see on track right now.
Yeah, Krustinet going for the same move over and over again on Guillermo. But I don't think it's gonna work anytime soon, at least. Guillermo is really holding him up. His only chance is if Guillermo goes into the pits for a new set of tires. But it doesn't seem
It seems like average Monaco.
Yeah. Defense, I can't say at its finest due to the track being so small. That 3 cars can't fit into one corner.
Okay. And Seb, I also asked Seb, of course, how he's doing. He's just having quite a calm race so far. Of course, he's still going to score a lot of points, and it's going to be very good for Etruria this time around. He thinks it's nice to be close to the top. That's how he feels. I asked him what he expected with Etruria. Now he goes into the pit lane in the race. He didn't think he would be that high up. The grid is tightly packed with this season, and he was expecting to be like P2 to 3 in the World Constructors Championship. And he mentioned the fact that they were in the top 5 every race at Etruria, and that's crazy. I didn't see that so far, but that's very noteworthy. Not sure if any team has ever done that.
Yeah, okay, Laguno now catching up to Buckmark, is catching up to Magic, something unexpected in my opinion. Magic last season had a win, I think. I'm not absolutely sure.
Yeah, at Austria.
Certainly not doing very... Yeah, last year. It was last year. Yeah, time passes very fast, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, but Laguno is making such a big gap, it's almost incredible. It's like a bit like Max Verstappen in some ways. So, yeah.
Yeah, true. And finally, I also asked Seb what he is looking forward to the most in the second half, and he just said he wants to win. Let's see. I think it's possible. He's the AMRL champion of the autumn season. So yeah, he's been up there for a long time now. 2 podiums so far.
Yeah, we're almost. There's only 10 laps remaining. That is interesting. Yeah, also I had to mute myself because my mom called me. She said she wanted popcorn.
Yeah.
I don't know how I can help with that, but yeah. Okay.
That's awesome. Okay, yeah, I'm noticing it takes a long time to answer these or to talk about these questions. I should keep that in mind for the future, as Nicholas is fighting with Toaster, who's now had a nice race and is ahead of Alonso. Cadwell and Piggy are down in P10 and 11 now. I'm not paying too much attention to the strategy, of course, but it seems to be quite straightforward, as they're now, though, going for mediums further at the front. Matt's gone for a 3-stop. His last stop wasn't too long ago, but Seb's hasn't been that long ago either. So let's see. Laguno now having to pit for a 3rd time. Okay, let's see how Matt is doing now. He's doing a bit different.
Yeah, Laguno can pit and not even lose time, you know. He can come out and still be first, which is something impressive. Now Matt is going on an offensive with Seb on the outside, but can't manage it. Chasing Seb, going through Casino, almost side by side, coming into one of the famous Monaco hairpin, but Matt can't get the job done. Seb is defending like a monster at the moment, but Matt might send it. He doesn't. Yeah, Matt loses some time there and is again far off for an overtake.
Seb's chances might probably increase as the race progresses. He's on the hard tires, and Matt now has to strike on his faster comparative tires. I'm not sure, the hards weren't that popular for the entirety of this season, but now it seems like they all studied the strategy well and prefer the hard over the medium.
Yeah, Matt is going again on the offensive. We might see an overtake by him sometime soon, but he's certainly hesitating to do a move here. Everyone would.
Yeah, it's a 6-second gap to Krasnit after he passed Seb, so he's not having to stress too much, apart from his tires fading away, of course.
Mistake by Guillermo. Krasnit catches up. This will be... I don't think this will really be a battle. Krasnit is on softs, Guillermo is on hard mediums, but Krasnit makes a big mistake now. He loses a lot of time due to that mistake. Matt now.
Yeah.
Matt again with the exact same mistake every lap. Crashes into the same exact wall and loses time to Seb. But
at the last corner?
Yeah.
Or... yeah, there's like an invisible wall and it's super annoying.
Laguno. Yeah,
Okay,
no need to talk even about Laguno at the moment. He's so far off. You can't even see him.
Yeah, it's like Piggy. It was similar to Piggy's performance at Monaco, I think, last season. It's crazy that Guillermo is still up there, but now certainly the tires are gonna look a bit worse. Let's see how Krasnit's tires
I think
will
if Guillermo can at least defend him for some time, like stop him from attacking, the tires will even out in like 3 laps or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that will be like, no, yeah, that's 4 laps to the end. I didn't see that.
Oh. And they're going into every wall in the last few corners. Let's see what Krasnit's now gonna do. Oh, Guillermo hugs the inside line, going up the hill.
Fighting.
And that just takes beautiful racing lines on these old tires. And through the hairpin. Oh, Krasnit sticking his nose at the inside. And down the straight we go, and he's already ahead and up into second. Wow.
Yeah, I think just needs to hold this position. He will be alright. At least he can't catch up to Laguno at the moment with 10-second gap. What's actually the biggest gap we've seen in UMRL?
I'm not sure. It should be about 10-11 seconds probably.
That's a big amount.
Of course, by Piggy.
It is possible this might be a new world record, but who knows? At least for the game.
Yeah, it's possible. Then finally, I also asked Krasnit how it's going. He thinks he could have done more so far and get better results, for example, in the first 2 rounds. And he just hopes that he can get a bigger gap.
Ooh.
And then I also asked him What's going
Matt
on?
and Sepp are fighting. A bit of a harsh fight here, but yeah, go on.
Okay, and I also asked if there's anything that he could still improve. He thinks that all his areas are at a good level, so he just needs to improve overall, and maybe the race starts, he said. I think that everything went his way this time as Matt is going around the outside and they both understeer
Yeah, big
at
mistakes
the
here.
back corner.
Guillermo, I think, is
And we're in the last lap,
It's
and Guillermo
close to
and
fighting.
Crusted are battling as well. On Mirabeau and round the outside. Seb were probably getting back the position. I'm not sure what's happened. Laguno, meanwhile, crosses the line to win the Monaco Grand Prix. But this battle is still going to continue in the last few laps. They drift into
Close to
Sector
it.
3. And now out of Rascas is the
Guillermo with the
traction
better-
race. What's Seb doing meanwhile? Guillermo takes second place. Unbelievable with the strategy, as it seems, to stop on the medium.
Seb fourth and
The medium that was so unpopular.
Matt fifth. Good return for Matt and sixth place for Piggy. We'll have a guest starting from P10.
Wow. That would have also been an interesting story to see. Getting past F1 fan in the end, who once again only takes P7. It's not been the greatest race now for Alonso. Cato in the end getting stuck more than Piggy this time, and Toaster also with a great race towards the end. But this one came alive on the last few laps. Incredible. That's not something that we see too often at Monaco.
I think Laguno just made a grand slam. I think he led every lap of the race and got the fastest
true.
lap in pole position.
That's true. It might be the first one, actually, because he led from the start, right?
Yeah,
And
I
that's
think only on one of the pit stop he was overtaken, but I'm not absolutely sure about that part.
yeah, true, by Guillermo. But it's really hard to like keep the lead from the start and then throughout the entire lap. So yeah, let's see if we're ever gonna see that.
A grand slam would be cool, at least. Yeah,
Yeah.
Guillermo crossing. Yeah, okay, a pretty good grid, to be honest. 3 different teams again.
Yeah, it's awesome. For the championship, of course, Etrurias Racing Team will close the gap. I didn't have time to look at the gap actually, how big it is. 21 points is not too much. So it's gonna be close heading into round 7. Canada, also returning track. Yeah, anyway, it's P11 for Nicholas. Maserati one time still scoring double points. But Matt's comeback, of course, was the big headline there. Majumdar takes 1 point for the 101st. Malik outside the points after he was holding up F1 fan, I think, or was it Kato? I'm not sure. And then 3 DNFs with Frimpong, Jaruzan, and Fede F1.
And here are the driver standings after the Monaco Grand Prix. Krasnov takes a 5th consecutive podium, but Guillermo this time finishes ahead of him, overtakes his teammate Seb, and is now just 1 point ahead of him and chips a few points away from that gap between him and Krasnov. Laguno now moves ahead of F1 fan by 1 point with another stunning victory. The two champions are now right behind the action at the top. Nicholas drops down to P8, Malik is in 9th and Brolix still in P10. Etruria now lead Aston Martin by 30 points, and Aston will now have to have some pretty good weekends to make up for that again. MP Motorsport is still in 3rd, just 3 points ahead of Williams and just 4 points ahead of One Time now. And now enjoy a podcast between Sudjuche and Larry for a few minutes if you have time, and comment a microphone if you're still watching.
Should we get safety car into the UMRL rulebook?
I hope so. I don't think so. I think it will stay exclusive for like F1 ES once that starts. That's some huge advertisement for the F1 ES season that probably starts in 2 months. I hope Jordy is doing fine. But I think that league will be really important this season. This year.
Yeah. I sometimes forget that I have a league, and I could absolutely forget that I have to do stuff for it.
True.
Yeah.
UEL.
I have to do something about it. It's not going well at the moment. Yeah, but I'm seeing some people getting attracted to it, so it's good, I think. But I have to put in more work.
there's also some big news. I think you switch it to GTW
Yeah.
because that is more balanced.
Yeah,
the cars
then-
aren't unfair.
Yeah, at least that's what I think they are. Gro gave me that info. Only the Ferraris, I think, are heavier than all the other cars.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah. It will certainly be a bad day for whoever chooses Ferrari. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Let's hope that. And now we can do the most incredible advertisement. The thing that's missing in that you get to see F1ES and UEL is the commentators. So please join us. We need people to record and commentate. We do have the editors,
to
but
be honest,
commentators are important.
UEL doesn't really need to be commented. We need to make it like in a highlight or something. Because it's too
Yeah, it's
damn
also
long
true.
for someone to watch. I'm thinking about cutting it like the
Yeah.
shortest race would be like 20 minutes with like a 10-minute sprint or something like that.
Yeah, Krasnov
it's-
also offered himself to make highlights of stuff, so I'm not sure. You could talk to him because he did the stuff anyway.
Yeah, he
Not
has
sure.
absolutely. He said he doesn't want to work on UAO because it's too damn long. That's what he
Yeah,
said at
true,
least.
true.
So it's not very fun.
Okay. I'm not sure what I'm gonna keep in the video and or not, but it's an interesting podcast towards the end here. So yeah.
Yeah, I might keep it. Are we gonna do like drivers? What was it said? Ask the drivers about how the race was or something like that. But they don't join, so
I should also do that. I'm not sure.
yeah, you might wanna. Do you do it in chat or you do it in like a voice audio stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a lot of work. I mean, I was
Yeah, makes
once
sense.
thinking about like doing a mid-season press conference. That fell into the water. But now I'm just asking them questions before the race or something, and it's quite funny and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, in the PC leagues, at least that's what I've noticed is that they do it after the race. Like they ask the most interesting drivers to watch questions.
Yeah, sure. It would be nice to have them like in a video call or in a normal call.
Yeah,
But I'm
it
not
would
sure
be-
if everyone wants that.
It will be chaos. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
that's also true. Okay,
Yeah, okay. Funny one this
then
time.
yeah, I would say thanks for watching and thanks for listening. If this is still in the video. Yeah, what a race towards the end, and very interesting to see also how the battle will progress in the top four, and maybe Laguna will still do a crazy charge in this second half. Yeah. Goodbye.
Yeah, bye.